From getting launched into space to becoming completely invisible, here's 50 secret changes in Fortnite. In Chapter 3, a massive statue of the Foundation could be found at the Sanctuary, but it had a hidden secret that nobody could believe. If you took a tire and threw it at a specific spot on the statue, something crazy happened. And depending on where you threw it, sometimes the statue would even get launched across the entire map. But this player found that if you climbed on top of the statue and then threw a tire on it, it would send you into orbit. This was super broken, so Fortnite secretly removed this glitch in the next update. In Chapter 3, Fortnite added Indiana Jones to the game with his very own POI, and Nick A30 couldn't wait to discover its hidden secrets.
What are these? There's like little, oh, turn, oh.
It was a puzzle, and Nick was excited to see what he would get for solving it. Unfortunately, it was looking like he might be stuck. But then, he remembered something.
Oh, do you remember I saw a symbol over here?
He went back to take a look, and the symbols looked the same. So, pretty soon, he had it all figured out.
There it is, boom!
We could have never been prepared for what he was about to find inside.
Oh! Okay. There's actually booby traps.
Nick was laughing now, but this was just the start. And there was something way crazier waiting for him at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, take? How much gold? I already have max gold. Oh my god. Oh my god. Should I not have taken that?
Nick had a bad feeling.
What do I do?
And for good reason. As he went to make his escape, he was met with a big surprise.
Oh!
Nick got ran over by a giant boulder and was gutted, but it gave him a crazy idea.
There's a treasure you can take, and then a boulder gets activated and falls down from the top, and it should eliminate and go through every single person.
Nick wasn't totally sure if his plan would work, but it would be epic if it did. And it was looking like it was time to find out.
Initiate the trap right now. He's taking it. There it is. Here comes the boulder.
The boulder's about to drop any second. And Nick had a feeling the wait would be worth it. And I think you're going to agree with him when you see it.
Any second now. Here it is. It does go through everybody. It worked!
Sadly, this was secretly removed at the end of the season, as Shuffle Shrines got covered in chrome and got renamed to Shimmering Shrines for Season 4. I bet most of you don't remember this one. It was absolutely insane. It started out looking like Tifa was playing any other tournament until he does this. This was the Architect Cup. Back in Chapter 1, a one-off tournament where you could edit anybody's builds, not just your own. It was absolute chaos. Even if they built themselves fully in a 1x1, you could just walk up right to it and double it at their roof. Needless to say, it was almost impossible to defend yourself, so aggressive players like Tfue thrived. And while it was fun for them, it only made the game super imbalanced and way too chaotic. The only other time this mode has ever been in the game was when Fortnite tested it out with another one-off tournament in Chapter 3. But it hasn't been seen since, and it's not exactly likely to return. Do you remember Starry Suburbs? In Season X, Fortnite added this new POI for just 2 short weeks, and it had the crazy secret not many people know about. Stars dropped here from the sky, containing some absolutely insane loot. But there was one thing in particular that Lachlan was on a mission to find. He was looking for something that had never been seen before. It was insanely rare and easily the most overpowered item of its type in the history of Fortnite. After opening tons of stars, Lachlan still hadn't found it, which makes what Replays did next here even more unbelievable.
Oh, I got a gold tack SMG.
He got it on the very first star that he opened, so he took it as a challenge to win with just the gold tack SMG alone. But that was no problem. The gold tack SMG was by far the most broken weapon of all time. With a ridiculous fire rate and 42 damage headshots, it was absolutely stupid. But because Fortnite put it into the game secretly, and the only way you could get it was from the stars and Starry Suburbs for 2 weeks in Chapter 1, a lot of people didn't even know that this gun ever existed. There's a version that's in creative modes now, but it is severely nerfed, and a mere shadow of its former glory. Needless to say, seeing as it was so goated, Replays picked up the W no sweat.
I only found one gun the whole game.
In Chapter 3, Spider-Man Mythic Web Shooters were added to the game, and Nick A30 was hyped.
No way! Oh, wait, you do spins too? Wait!
And somehow, they were even better than anyone could have ever hoped for.
No, bro, this is better than the actual Spider-Man game. This is better than you get way more momentum.
Fortnite knocked it out of the park. So of course, everyone wanted them. And people's minds immediately turned to one POI in particular.
So we're gonna go ahead and dive in at the Daily Bugle over here. There should be at least one of them here.
TG was right. There was tons of spawns here. So it took no time to find one.
Oh, right there. Look at this. Let's search this. Oh, Spider-Man's web shooters. Let's go.
But seeing as everyone wanted them, the Daily Bugle was absolute carnage. And it was tricky making it out alive with the mythic.
No!
Luckily, Fortnite had thought about this, and they added secret spawns around the map, like this one, fresh found under a bridge.
Give me this mythic.
So it wasn't just sweats getting to use them, there was enough for everyone hidden around the map. After a staggeringly long wait,
I've waited literally 2 days for this moment.
the Black Hole event was finally ending, and Cypher couldn't wait to hop in game and check out the new chapter.
Oh my god.
But Cypher was about to get a huge surprise that nobody was expecting. As the cinematic played, the bus flew in, and characters danced in celebration. Everything made sense so far, but this is when it happened.
Wait, am I playing?
At the time, nothing like this had ever been done in a video game before.
What's happening?
It didn't take him too long to realize what was happening.
I'm in a live match. There's 97 people live.
But he was about to get a huge surprise that nobody saw coming. Not even Fortnite.
Oh, my keybinds are completely... No. What the heck is this? My keybinds have completely been reset.
Fortunately, Cypher figured it out pretty quickly and got back to his game. But it happened to others too, and it didn't pan out like that for everybody.
Wait, what? This is me?
Nick was just as surprised as Cypher at how Chapter 2 was kicking off.
What is going on right now? Am I in a game? There's a baseball bat? What?
But then it happened.
No, my keybinds!
His bind had been reset too, and Nick was devastated. But luckily, he got over it pretty fast.
Guys,
shotgun.
the new battle pass looks sick.
If you play build mode, you might be familiar with the fact that you can't see through edits. But that actually wasn't always the case, and back in the early days of Chapter 1, Avery had cooked up a 200 IQ strat.
You're actually allowed to see through these walls clear as day.
He realized that you could hide completely behind cover, where enemies couldn't see you at all, even inside a fully built 1x1. And he used this trick to have 100% visibility, giving you an insane advantage. It didn't take long for Fortnite to realize this was pretty busted, and secretly changed it to how it is today. On August 9th, amidst the general chaos of Season X, Fortnite secretly added a Borderlands POI, and it had some crazy features. The first of which, Lachlan noticed almost immediately upon entering the new Rift zone.
Oh, because that's what happens in Borderlands, right? Your shield goes up like super quick.
You basically had infinite shield, and this had crazy effects on fights. You could crack someone's shield, or get hit pretty hard yourself, like Lachlan does here. But keep on pushing, because you would both get passively healed up by the time you would even get anywhere near the fight anyways. You literally didn't need heals. It was insane.
Everyone's got full shield at all time in the zone. It's actually kind of hectic fighting players.
But that wasn't the only thing crazy about this POI. Apart from the healing effect, there was also this.
What's that? What's cash? What can I use cash for? Excuse me, video game. Where do I spend the cash?
It turned out collecting cash was part of the Welcome to Pandora challenges, where players could unlock a bunch of free stuff like the Mayhem Wrap and Crunk Bunny sprays. Some of you OGs might remember this one. In the early days of Chapter 1, pump shotguns had a hidden secret that Fortnite didn't tell anybody. Fortnite said the pump was for use at short range, but players found that to be a total lie. It could do crazy damage at far distances too, and people even started calling it the sniper pump. It was ridiculously broken, so it was fortunate that it only took 24 hours for Fortnite to notice and secretly nerf it. Players are always looking for ways to get easy wins, but this one takes the cake. In Chapter 2 Season 5, at the center of the map, Fortnite added in the 0 point, but had a secret feature nobody knew about. Fortnite said it would heal you up to 100 health, but it would actually heal you up to 100 every time you went in it. And this gave the X2 twins an epic idea that nobody saw coming. They built a giant sky base all the way up to the 0 point so they could keep going through it and heal out the storm forever.
So pretty much, you rinse and repeat until you've won the game.
It was basically a cheat code for free wins.
Literally winning the game by running in a straight line.
With the release of Ranked, the community was excited at the idea of a new competitive game mode.
Bronze 3, let's go!
But Fortnite made some secret changes that weren't immediately obvious. It turns out, with enough patience, anyone could get Unreal rank. Laserbeam even managed to get it by doing literally nothing.
There's nothing more fun than not playing the game at all.
Every game he would do the same thing. Land in, find a spot to hide, and that's it. He didn't get a single elimination. It was ridiculous.
Yes! No kills! No wins! No movement!
In Fortnite Season 1, if you got to level 25, you could obtain the Mako glider from the season shop. This was the only way to get it, so it was one of the rarest items in the game.
I got it! Nah, no way it's OG, is it? Is it actually, guys? Cool. You're telling me this is the rarest glider in the game?
That was until January 2nd, 2018, when with no heads up at all, Fortnite just released it into the item shop. Players were excited and rushed to buy it, but those who missed out were super disappointed. With the release of Rocket Racing came new cosmetics, and some of them were really expensive. The few starter pack quests contained a bunch of cool stuff, and Fortnite said it would cost $9.99. That was unless you were in Hungary, where Fortnite secretly changed the price to only 25 cents. Fortnite has always said skins don't give any advantages or disadvantages, but I think they might have secretly changed their minds, because some skins are literally pay to lose. Check out Boba Fett's starship. It blocks half of your screen. Or Frostwing. It's massive and shoots ice blasts. Talk about making yourself an easy target. Perhaps the worst of all though is the Millennium Falcon. Fortnite didn't mention it practically flashbangs you every time you deploy it, making it totally unusable for a lot of players. Did you know in Chapter 2, Season 2, there was a totally insane glitch that let you get free wins? At the start of the season, Fortnite added decoy grenades that created bot versions of yourself to confuse enemies. But here's the crazy part. If you threw one just before you got eliminated, it would actually confuse the game too. All you had to do was spectate until the end of the match and you'd be crowned with the epic victory royale. You didn't even need to get eliminated by another player. So it wasn't long before players were building up, eliminating themselves to fall, and farming win after win. Needless to say, this was totally busted, and Fortnite changed it pretty quickly. Some of you OGs might remember the semi-auto sniper rifle. It was decent back in the day, but when it was brought back in Fortnite OG, Fortnite had secretly changed it, and it was super overpowered. At only blue rarity, it did 101 damage to the body and 250 to the head, enough to make it one-shot headshot even in zero builds. If someone headshotted you with it, there was nothing you could do. It felt like a total ripoff when this thing eliminated you. They didn't say why, but thankfully Fortnite removed it from the game pretty fast. In 2018, Fortnite's Boogie Down contest had players dancing for a chance to get their moves made into a real game emo. But the top 100 received prizes, including Sparkle Specialist, a Season 2 Battle Pass skin? Fortnite had previously told players that Battle Pass skins would be exclusive and only ever available in that Battle Pass. So they must have secretly changed their mind on that one. Compared to the OG days, the Chapter 5 map was pretty big, so players were always looking for new ways to get around. And when the Cybertruck was released, Fortnite added a hidden secret that you wouldn't believe. If you stood on a particular spot on the roof, used Fizz, and then hit the Nitro Ring, you could go warp speed. Fortnite have always said skins don't give a competitive advantage, and they're cosmetic only.
Hubba, hubba, hubba.
But in Season 4, the awesome new superhero themed Battle Pass dropped, and people couldn't believe their eyes. One of the skins secretly had a way to go invisible? It was surprisingly easy too. All you had to do was unlock the Zoe skin, equip it, and as long as you didn't get too close to other players, they wouldn't be able to see you at all. It didn't take long for the community to realize this, and soon enough, everyone was wearing it. So Fortnite were forced to disable the skin, and they fixed the issue. Farming mats is never easy, and finding metal can be especially hard. So you can imagine how happy players were when they found this secret way to get infinite metal. You could keep farming the gas pump all game, and it would never break. Having your whole squad maxed out was a huge advantage. So it won't come to as much of a surprise that it wasn't long before Fortnite sneakily changed it so the glitch didn't work anymore. But years later, someone actually found a way to do it again. If you parked your car on the repair pad, you could farm it indefinitely while the pad repaired the car. That is 200 IQ. Winning in Fortnite is super tough.
How to get good at Fortnite, because I am a bot. Every now and then, you have to be strong enough to say, I need help.
But in Chapter 2, Fortnite secretly changed that with the introduction of Slurpy Swamp. All you had to do was build a wall in this specific spot on the map, and you could glitch out the game into healing you at an insane rate, basically making you invincible and guaranteeing the win. At the start of Chapter 4, Fortnite introduced augments, but they forgot to mention that there were some completely broken combinations with them. It turned out, if you combined the Soaring Sprint augment with the Dub Shotgun, you could fly so high in the air, enemies couldn't even see you. The strat got super popular, with a ton of content creators trying it.
I'm down to a 42 shots.
I can drop you 10 shots. There we go. I dropped 2 stacks. You see that?
Oh, he got some. He got him. He got him.
So it wasn't long before Fortnite removed the dub shotgun from the game entirely. In Chapter 2, Season 7, Fortnite added something that secretly changed inanimate objects like rocks and caravans into weapons of mass destruction. UFOs were released onto the island, and Fortnite said they won't eliminate you. But players started experimenting, and it wasn't long before they found some crazy ways to get eliminations with them. Players were getting picked up by their teammates. They were picking up boulders, but Nick A30's discovery has to top them all.
He is definitely dead. Oh yeah.
You could actually pick up these giant metal crates and wreak absolute chaos. Gold is a valuable in-game currency that you can use for all kinds of stuff, from buying big bots to hiring NPCs. But did you know Fortnite secretly made it way easier? It looks as if the only items you can get from vending machines are displayed for sale, but that's a total lie. If you throw an EMP at one, it'll spit out a pile of gold, and you can do it over and over and over. In Chapter 5, Season 3, someone even found out an insane trick with it. You could take it to the next level. Since the battle bus has a built-in EMP, you can park it next to a vending machine, spam it instantly, and get max gold in no time. In Season 8, Fortnite released a new pickaxe called Starry, but they forgot to mention it had a secret feature. Instead of the usual 20 damage per hit, it did 56.
Yo, what is going? Epic!
Meaning you could 2-tap somebody off spawn. Fortnite has always claimed items are purely cosmetic and grant no competitive advantage. But in this case, it was absolutely busted. And for the unlucky players on the receiving end, it didn't feel too good. It was pretty epic if you were the one using it though. Back in Chapter 1, you could find police cars all around the map. Until one day, they mysteriously vanished. It came out later that Fortnite thought it was a sensitive topic, so they decided to remove them. But with the release of Remix, they had secretly added them back. Rare skins have always been exciting, and everyone likes to take pride in their awesome collections.
Love that. That is probably one of the most sought after, most spammed skins.
But with the 29.20 update, without warning, Fortnite removed rarities entirely. A 2000 V-Buck legendary was suddenly reduced to just another regular skin like all the others? Needless to say, the community was outraged, and theories quickly emerged as to why Fortnite might have done this. In Chapter 3, Fortnite added Klombo, and he was so cute he immediately became a fan favorite.
So where do I stand to get redeployed? Oh, shoot! You're a legend! Whoa.
Oh my god, he's so cute! The community was devastated when he got removed. And as the seasons went by, sadly, it was looking like it was set to never return. But it turned out Fortnite had secretly been working on an awesome new version of Klombo the whole time. LEGO Games even built this giant LEGO Klombo in real life to mark the occasion. Understandably, some players were sad. It wasn't the OG they knew and loved. But good news, it turns out Fortnite wasn't telling the whole truth, and it turns out you can actually still find both Klombos in LEGO Fortnite after all. But that's not the only thing Fortnite secretly changed. Remember the bunkers in Chapter 5? You were supposed to only be able to get into them late into the game.
Can we get these vaults open? Oh my god.
But waiting for them to open could be a drag, and this player had had enough. So somehow, they found a secret way to get in, even at the start of the game. With most of these vault glitches, you're stuck in there forever. But they even found a way to get back out again, making it super OP. Players are always finding crazy new ways to get around the map, and in Chapter 2, Season 2, Laserbeam found out how to make boats fly in the air.
Yeah, planes are unvaulted, boats can fly. They say there's no mobility, you're right.
This was wild, and it was even more broken when you consider at the time, cars weren't even in the game yet. So it's no surprise it didn't take long for Fortnite to quietly push out a fix for it. In Chapter 3, Season 3, Fortnite released an awesome new pickaxe called the Dragon Rune Lance as part of the Battle Pass. But Fortnite had made a secret change to this pickaxe that pros figured out in no time.
Ready? 3, 2,
3, 2, 1.
If you had the pickaxe out, nobody could hear your footsteps at all. They didn't even show up on visual audio. You could walk right up behind someone, take them by surprise, and there was nothing they could do.
Dude is so broken.
Fortnite has always said pickaxes are all the same and don't grant any competitive advantages, but this one certainly did. And getting eliminated to players exploiting the bug felt like a total ripoff. Over the years, it's pretty safe to say people's favorite weapon is the pump shotgun, especially the epic and legendary rarities. They hit like dump trucks, and the community were devastated when they were vaulted in Season 9. Years later, in the run-up to Chapter 4, Season 3, it was looking like the pump was finally set to return, and players were super excited. But sadly, Fortnite had changed it entirely. Although it looked like the pump, it was actually the sharp-toothed shotgun, which was nowhere near as OP as the OG. In Chapter 3, Season 1, Fortnite added in a secret way to win every game with just a tent. You could hop inside of them at any time to heal up. But when Fortnite made it clear that this overpowered feature was bounced out by the fact that they're breakable, they didn't mention that if your tent did start breaking a storm, you could pack it up, place it back down, and it would be good as new. This meant that players could out-heal the storm forever and get free wins. It was completely busted. In Season 7, the cheer up people hit the item shop. But when players were finally able to buy it and get into the game to try it, some were met with a nasty surprise. Fortnite showed the bushes in the item shop as green, but their color actually changes depending on which biome you're in. They can turn green to brown or even snow, depending on where you are on the map. But you're not going to believe what Fortnite secretly changed next. Fortnite made it pretty clear that we're going to be able to fly with the Iron Man's flight kit, but they didn't mention we would be able to fly forever. Typical Gamer found out that if you use Iron Man's flight kit in combination with Shuri's Black Panther claws and a jetpack, he could fly indefinitely.
This is like the Fizz dub strat.
And never have to land because of the cooldowns.
I mean, this is how you win while you're eating your dinner, you know?
It's so OP. He even had time to stop and have a bite to eat. But eventually, he flew all the way up to height limit, stayed up there until the storm closed, and he did a heal off for the guaranteed free win. After the absolute insanity of the Infinity Blade, Fortnite admitted they had messed up, making it so overpowered, and they would be more careful in the future. But unfortunately, when Season X rolled around, it looked like they had changed their minds with the release of the mech. They were possibly even more overpowered than the Infinity Blade, and some players even found a glitch to make them totally invisible.
What? It's invisible! The mecha is invisible for me!
As if they weren't already overpowered enough! Do you remember when Allier said this?
There's a Diplodocus!
It was hilarious, and it turned into a huge meme.
Full on embraced his meme.
So huge, in fact, that even all these years later, Fortnite changed the new reload map to include some more Diplodocus in his honor. With the release of Chapter 2, Season 5, Fortnite announced a new feature, sand tunneling, but they didn't tell anyone about how glitchy it would be, and players quickly found a new way to use it to go completely invisible. Although it could be used for some really funny trolls.
Wait, where'd it go?
That was spooky, wasn't it?
Yo, the gun's back! Oh my god, look at that!
It also totally broke the game, letting you get free wins, so Fortnite disabled the feature entirely. Eventually, Fortnite announced that it was fixed and re-released back into the game, only for players to quickly find out it was actually still broken. If you guys enjoyed this video, you'll definitely enjoy this one. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Thank you.